As we approach the start of summer, a lot more traffic is on the road. Construction is taking place and law enforcement across the state of Iowa working to make sure you stay safe. The Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau has partnered with the Central Iowa Traffic Safety Task Force and law enforcement across the state, all in an effort to educate drivers just about the importance of yielding to vehicles on the shoulder displaying flashing lights. Now, in Iowa, the move over law was implemented back in 2002. It requires drivers to change lanes or slow down if changing lanes is not possible when approaching a vehicle on the shoulder of the road with flashing lights.
Anytime that you're broken down, the last thing you want to do is you're changing a flat tire and nobody's moving over and you feel that heavy wind going by. I encourage drivers, don't wait the last minute to get over the left lane. Look farther ahead, mile down the road. If you see that they're there, get over the left lane.
Now this week, there will be extra law enforcement out to enforce that move over law. Drivers that are found not moving over could face a citation.
The person could get pulled over, they could get a warning, a written warning, or a citation. It's a $135 citation plus surcharge and court costs. If there's an injury, so if there's an accident where there's an injury that resulted in you not pulling over, giving them room, that fine goes up to $500.
If it's not possible to change lanes in time, drivers are asked to slow down less than the posted speed limit.